Good afternoon. Our guest is Mr. Ahmad Jauhari, and we're talking to him about the exclusive Islamic calligraphy art. It's Jauhari that we're talking about. Each piece handcrafted, not mass-produced, blending beauty and spiritual meaning. And these are art pieces that have decorated over 20,000 homes, have galleries in Shah Alam, they do, Bangi, Mutiara, Damansara, Johor Bahru, and Kota Bahru as well, and other places we might find out of from now, and a bit from now with Mr. Ahmad Jauhari. First, we'd like to welcome you to TRAXXfm, sir. Good afternoon.
Hi, thank you, Nigel. Hi, everyone.
Nice to have you with us. And we had an interesting conversation which almost diverted us from talking about our original topic. Zam was getting nervous over there.
Yeah.
We were talking about farming. So this is a gentleman who's got more than just Islamic art and Jauhari to talk about.
Right.
There's so much inside him, and we want to pick those brains of him over here this afternoon, yeah?
More than happy to. Yeah.
First, come tell us about yourself, sir.
Okay. Myself, I'm a serial entrepreneur. Okay, and I am actually representing Jauhari today, who was started by my brother-in-law, Haji Wan Jauhari Riza, and he, by training, he's a lawyer. He's a lawyer by training. He went to the UK and got back, worked for a few companies, and along the way, he developed, a feeling for the arts. Okay.
Right.
So there were a couple of businesses that he was involved even before he started work on a small scale, just to cultivate that habit in business. And eventually he started Jauhari in 2005, but not in what you would call a proper shop or anything like that. It was through the kabut sale.
Okay.
Yeah, where the Shah Alam Stadium was majestically standing at one point in time, and they had Sunday sales over there. So what my brother-in-law did was he would have his art pieces and in the kabut. Sort of what you see in a lot of places having kabut sales. So that's where he started. And it was not something that he himself was the artist. It was basically connecting the dots. He saw art pieces elsewhere, which were probably in separate forms, yeah. And when he put it together in a frame, then bam, it looked fantastic. With the right frame, with the right background, it's tremendously raised the value of the piece. And art is, a matter of perception. The moment you put that together, you've connected the dots, and it raises the perceived value of the piece.
Right. What was his profession at that time? Was he good at carpentry or what?
Oh, not at all.
Not at all. Okay.
Not that I know of.
All right.
He was in a conglomerate, a Malaysian conglomerate, and it was producing motorbikes.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Very diverse.
And
Never say never. Yeah.
Yeah. He was trained as an industrial, not a lawyer, but the guy who manages employees, relations and all that.
Okay.
So industrial relations, IR. That's where he worked at that point in time. Although he was trained as a lawyer, he is not a practicing lawyer.
Right.
Yeah. And you know that age, sometimes you see something and you feel that you can do it better.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what happened to him. And it happens to me also all the time. When I see something, I feel I can do it better, then, it's I take the initiative to make it and then add value to it and then put a price tag on it and then sell it.
Correct.
That's what we do.
So there's a difference between people who actually say and do and people who actually say but don't do.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
There's a lot who would actually. Okay, so when you talk about these art pieces, can you describe some of them for our listeners right now?
Okay, sure. What we have in our gallery, if you walk into any of our gallery, these are huge art pieces, Islamic calligraphy mainly, and sizes they range from 2x4 to 3x3 or 6x5 even, depending on the kind of space that you need to fill. Yeah, and you have a metal art whereby the pieces, the Quranic verses are painstakingly cut and bent and pasted onto the medium one by one to form a verse in the Quran.
Right.
And the verse in the Quran, or God Almighty's 99 names. We know Allah
Right.
has 99 names. So those are basically our
menepati cita
bestsellers,
rasa
and
eksklusif
people
dan elegan
can
ni
relate
tak
to
banyak.
that.
Okay,
It
jadi
resonates
kita di
with
Jauhari
them,
ni kita
and that's what we
selesaikan
produce the
masalah
most.
tersebut.
Right.
Yeah.
Jadi
And a lot of people
contohnya
love these
macam
pieces in
kita
their
di
homes,
Jauhari,
Yeah,
And,
they
kita
do.
ada
and it's not
metal
just
art,
homes that can have these
kita ada
pieces.
oil
Where
art,
else have you
kita ada mixed
thought
art,
these pieces
kita ada
would
metal.
fit perfectly?
You can have them in offices. Yeah, you can have them in your hallway, in your meeting rooms, in the boardroom. We have that. We have a few leaders who have actually purchased it for their homes as well. So this is something that can be appreciated actually by all walks of life, depending on the size of the piece. Yeah, and apart from that, we also have paintings. Yeah, paintings, and these are from various artists that are on our panel, and some of them are even commissioned based on what the client wants.
So yeah, tailor-made, even, yeah?
Correct.
And how did you get involved with your brother-in-law? How did you start? What role did you play, and
For
what
once-
role are you playing?
Okay, for starters, we look alike. We look alike, and in fact, when I came for my ceremony, when my wedding, the kampung
You had
where I
to
live,
stand in.
where my wife lived, everybody was confused. Who's getting married here? So, we think alike, and we are in business as well. So my brother-in-law has done tremendously well in the Malay market,
Okay.
the commercial market, the residential market, sorry. So I think where he is looking to expand is in the corporate and commercial market. And that's why I come in. My background in the corporate world and also as an entrepreneur has basically endeared me to a lot of these people. And I would like them to know here that I'm here to assist them with their decor. You know, if there's a space which we can come up with suggestions on how they could improve their space with our pieces, I would like to be of service.
Nice. What are the challenges you have or you face in trying to get these people to recognize that these arts are available?
Well, I think you basically need for them to be able to experience it in a gallery, because if you look at it from afar, you would be awed by it, you know. So getting them to the gallery in order to be able to experience and actually appreciate the pieces, that overcomes a lot of the challenges when it comes to these art pieces, because art, you know, it's very subjective. Yeah, it's very subjective. One may value the piece at a very, tremendously high price, whereas others, they may not even think twice of looking at it. So it's something which probably requires a little bit of time for people to be able to understand, and it's not something that you hard sell. You don't do that. Yeah. I used to work in a upmarket furniture gallery in the States, and that's what we did over there. There's no hard selling, there's no pressure sales, and we basically showed the customers what are the choices that they can make on that day. For example, what fabric, what wood, and whatnot. And the smell of wood just enchants them. They're enthralled by that. And
Yes.
here, the same thing. When they look at the pieces, when they look at the frame, and then when they look at the combination between the frame and the glass in interplay, so that excites them. Yeah. So then they will be able to tell, okay, this is what I'd like. To overcome the challenge is, letting them see the piece, the pieces, and be able to appreciate it.
Right, like you're saying, don't hard sell. So it's important that they actually like it because they like it.
Correct.
And not because you've convinced them to like it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they buy it, they take it home, and then they look at it and they say like, why did
Yeah.
I get this piece? And that's going to be bad, isn't it?
Is that
Right?
exactly?
So,
Exactly.
okay, very nice. So can you share with us how Jauhari first started? What inspired the name?
Okay. First started unofficially from the car boot sales.
Car boot?
That was my late father-in-law's Datsun 120Y.
Okay, Ooh, that's a what too. Why?
Yeah.
Right, I remember those cars. Yeah.
When was the last time you hit Datsun, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Nowadays it's Nissan. So anyway, he had it in the car boot sale, and slowly he began to get pieces from various places, put them together, and combine them in one piece with the frame and all that, and how it inspired. I guess number one, it's his name, Wan Johari Riza. There's a similarity between Wan Johari Riza and Jauhari.
Okay.
Yeah. So Jauhari conveys somebody who knows the difference between a diamond and glass. Right?
Oh.
Yeah, in Malay, there's a proverb which says hanya Jauhari mendengar manikam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
All right.
My Malay, I got A2 for Malay and A1 or English.
Okay.
So,
okay.
so sometimes it can be a little bit confusing for me to talk in Malay.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So so that's how he got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So from that car over there, and now all over the place already. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we had our first store in section 13 gallery. I'm American educated, so I tend to call it store. But anyway,
right.
It's the first gallery in section 13 Shah Alam, not far from where MSU University stands right now. Yeah, and then for a long time, that was the only outlet before they had a branch in Bangi, in JB, and Kota Damansara, in Kota Baru. There was once in Alostar, but we probably couldn't sustain it. And the new one in Shah Alam, they have moved to Space U8.
All right.
Yeah.
I think selling from the back of the car is something that's, although you started a long time ago, not many were actually doing that, right? Back then,
when we had the Shah Alam Kabut sales, it was an event for many, but I don't know how many survived till now.
Right.
That's the thing.
Right.
How many actually were able to go on to the next level and evolve from where they started. Now, I think my brother-in-law had the presence of mind to understand what the customer needed, because when he started it wasn't really Islamic calligraphy at all.
Okay.
It was just about random art pieces being put together. It's like connecting the dots. And then when the customer comes to you and says, hey, I want this, and he goes ahead and does it, and immediately he finds that there is a market for that. And then you go about finding how you can actually improve the product as well. So it's about looking for artists who would be able to come up with the work that was required in the quality, and also being able to produce it regularly, consistently. Consistency is key. If you look at the art pieces here, a lot of them basically bear the same stroke for the metal works, for example, because it's painstakingly handmade, and that requires a lot of patience.
Yes.
Which people like me, I don't have. I don't have that kind of patience.
Right.
I can sell,
right,
but I'm not the one who does that.
Correct.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. My hands would be shaking all the time. I can't glue two pieces together. No.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
okay. So they got all that together. Were they expensive pieces at the time when you were selling them?
Expensive pieces?
No, not really. Right? They were affordable.
No. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say even now. It's relative. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, like I said, the value of the piece, it's something which is very intrinsic. Yeah. You don't really have an extrinsic value per se, but we have our cost structure, and because of that, we do have a price there. It's commercial art. Yeah, we are talking about art pieces which are original, but it's not being manufactured on a conveyor belt, for example. You have art which is called serigraph. Serigraph is basically painting that is manufactured, and they look just like original, but you have them in the multiples of hundreds, or thousands of pieces.
Yeah.
We are not that.
Right. Okay. There was a story of Ozzy Osbourne whose house got burgled.
Yeah.
And then he went over to Thailand and he managed to get a family portrait of the same picture.
Oh, okay.
And he bought it and brought it back home and put it up.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So how do you choose the verses or designs for each piece?
Okay. The popular verses are basically ayat kursi, which is one point at the end of one of the surahs in the Al-Quran, which is very popular, and we recite it often whenever we go out and travel, just to protect ourselves. Yeah. The other one is, of course, the 99 names of Allah. Yeah. You also have another verse from another surah. I think surah. I can't remember. Oh God, for the life of me. But anyway, these are the normal, the common ones. Yeah. Or ayat 1000 dinar. These are the verses which people recite in order to ensure that they have what you call it, in other words, murah rezeki.
Okay. Right.
So that whatever bounty comes their way, it is something which is benevolent. I can't remember the right word, but anyway, it's one of those things which Muslims are encouraged to recite. So that's what we normally would have in the art pieces.
And how in what forms are these art pieces available for the house?
For the house, you have the metal art.
Metal art will be how big? How big is a piece?
The biggest one that I've seen is probably 5.5 feet by 5.5. So that takes sky on an entire wall, probably where your dining area is. Yeah. That's pretty normal, and the biggest one is probably 20 feet.
20 feet, yeah.
Yeah, so the artist had to use a ladder to actually complete it.
Right.
So that was pretty painstaking.
Right.
Yeah.
Was there insurance in case he fell off that ladder?
Well,
now that you mention it.
yeah, I'm sure he has it.
But
Compensation.
but they're very beautiful. I've seen
Yeah.
some of the arts that Zam was showing me in videos and all that.
Yeah.
Wow, they're absolutely beautiful. Where can people actually check it out while we're talking now? If they want to check it out, where can they go to online?
Sure, they can go to our website, jauhari.com.my, click onto the WhatsApp icon, and just mention TRAXXfm since it's on air today.
all right.
Mention TRAXXfm, and we would be able to probably get them some good deals.
Oh, you're going to get a special for that.
Yeah.
If you mention Zam's name, you get even more. Okay. All right. Since your pieces aren't mass produced, how do they come to life from idea to final artwork?
Okay, sure. We have a team actually.
All right.
And our team is being led by Haji Wan Jauhari himself. He calls himself Jauhari.
Right.
So he leads it in terms of conceiving the ideas, and they would work together to decide in what form does it come. Metal or acrylic or wood. Now we're getting into wood carving. And the latest is we're also doing clay, metal or clay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So essentially, the team decides, and it's based on what we get from our customers, their requests.
Yes.
Yeah. And based on that, that inspires us to do our pieces. Yeah, we're very market driven.
Right. And one piece will last you for years, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be there forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
Right. It's going to outlast you, basically. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So which artwork or project has been the most meaningful to you personally? Is there any one of those pieces that you brought here, perhaps? No.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sure. What I have here.
Right.
What I have here.
Zam? There you go, Zam.
Is the first piece. Probably one of the first pieces that my brother-in-law made. This is what I was telling you. You've got 4 different Malay houses,
Traditional houses, yeah.
traditional houses, and they were separate pieces actually.
Okay.
So he put them together on this velvet, background here,
Right.
black velvet, and then put a frame to it.
And who would have thought, yeah?
Yeah. So it looks a lot nicer now as opposed to being just an individual piece. So that's
Correct.
what I mean by connecting the dots.
Yes,
Yeah?
correct.
And we were thinking just now, if any of our listeners, they have their own art pieces, which they probably would want to spruce up. Yeah, they can always talk to us, and we can give them advice on how they could probably frame it.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
It does not necessarily have to be a painting per se. It could be anything. It
Right.
could be anything. It could be an heirloom. It could be anything.
Correct.
Yeah.
You could have had these pieces up on a shelf for the longest time.
Yeah.
And you always keep on, whenever you shift your house or
Yeah.
whenever you clean or whatever it is, you
Yeah.
have to keep moving them all around.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
you can actually put them in a frame, like what you're saying.
Correct. Correct. And that brings back a lot of fond memories.
Correct.
Now that's what is priceless, right? It's the memories that come back because probably the cups and the saucers or whatever they were, you know your parents bought them in the first place, and it's probably from a collection somewhere. So you don't use it, but having seen that many years ago brings back fond memories once you see it again. You see,
Yes.
so it's about how you actually present it. You can put it in a casing, yeah. You can put it in a frame. Just talk to us, and we'll be happy to assist you and come up with a concept which would ensure that these pieces will remain there and appreciated by generations to come.
Correct. And you can also put a little small, if you want to, what do you call that? Those little things where you could write something, small
Yeah.
little plaque in.
Yeah.
Put it in, right?
Yeah,
And you
correct.
can write like, given to us by grandma on
Yes,
this date or
yes,
something like that.
Exactly.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
And okay, so these pieces you were saying, this was one of the first ones?
Yeah, this is one of the first ones, and I'm not sure if I bought it or he gave it to me.
Okay.
But anyway,
I hope he's listening now.
oh yeah, he probably wants to send me an invoice now. Anyway, this I have it in my doorway.
Right.
So every day I look at it.
Ah.
Yeah. Another piece that was given to me for my birthday. It's the four kuls. It's in the Quran as well. The
Okay.
Quranic verses. I have that. It's a metal art on glass Venetian mirror. So that was something that we had many years ago. Venetian mirror. So we have discontinued that. Yeah. So now it's mostly metal. On glass frames. It's a combination of glass and wooden frames, and sometimes the frames are even they have like a double ledge, yeah,
Double edge.
double deck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get the illusion that wow, this is just amazing. It looks very nice.
So
very
from
nice.
different angles, is it?
Yeah.
And it has a different kind of life to it, yeah?
Correct.
And what does looking at this do for you every time you step out of the house or you step into the house?
It reminds me of my heritage. Yeah. It reminds me that it's very Malaysian, right? And going forward, we're not talking just about Islamic calligraphy for Jauhari. We're talking about contemporary Malaysian art, right? We are a melting pot here, and definitely there's a lot of things that binds us together, and we need to be able to identify that and bring a lot of people together and converge. So that's what we're doing.
Right. I think this would make excellent pieces to give your friends who are not from Malaysia.
Yeah.
Especially if something for them to take home. They come for a holiday and then when
Sure.
they go back home, you put together, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure somewhere along your collections over there is a keris. Is
There
there?
is.
Oh, I love the keris.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me, Zam? You careful, huh?
I've got a friend who actually is a keris collector. He
Yeah?
goes everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So-
And having a keris in that thing over there, yeah?
Yeah.
Otherwise, so it also protects because when you have friends like Zam, they come to the house, they play with the keris, all dangerous. Well, okay. How do customers usually react when they receive their Jauhari piece?
They're excited because this is something which you anticipate your art pieces to arrive, and they're normally very excited. And I have this habit of not only glancing at my pieces. I mean, it just gives me that ethereal feeling. It's not really out of this world, but it gives me the comfort that hey, I have this. It's reminding me. It gets me grounded. Yeah, it gets me grounded. So I think that's very important because then it would probably prevent you from straying.
All
in a
right.
sense, because those are Quranic verses. You read them, and also you remember them by heart one day. So I think it's very important. So apart from the excitement, it's also how you put it into practice
Right.
in your faith.
Okay.
Yeah.
I envy you, I know, because we don't come to work and we don't go home and look at the microphone and headphones and remind ourselves, yeah? Okay, so what about the biggest design or technical challenges you face when making these large format artworks for homes?
Okay. Well, there is no limit to what the customer wants, and sometimes it's being able to translate that into something which is practical at the same time. So I've seen pieces, huge pieces, which were not necessarily commissioned to us. But I think it depends on the architect or rather the layout of the building. You know, if sometimes you've got very high ceilings and they want to fill the entire vertical height of the wall, so it can go up to 20 feet. Right?
Even, yeah.
Yeah, or even more. So these are the challenges that you need to face, whilst also maintaining a semblance of artistic integrity.
Right. So
Yeah.
are you able to sort of like go into that building, like a new building, for example, and then they say, I want this piece to be 20 feet. So you would actually go there and do that piece there, isn't it?
Well,
Or would you-
in a different location?
Okay.
Yeah, and then we would probably
You bring it
assemble the
there.
pieces there. Yeah.
Assemble the pieces over
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Depending on what it is, yeah?
Yeah, depending on what it is. Well, usually it's done, at our workshop, and we would probably need to pre-assemble it elsewhere before taking it to site.
Yeah.
Usually, okay, let me just backtrack. We don't assemble the pieces on site, but we do have our installers who would actually take the trouble of making sure that the measurement is correct, because you don't want to see your pieces. Suddenly it looks a bit lopsided.
Yeah.
You don't want that to happen.
Yeah, my gosh, horror, yes.
Yeah. So, you'll be shrieking in horror if you see that.
Yeah.
And that it's not really a challenge, but it's just cumbersome to do that.
Correct.
So you just need to make sure that it's done correctly. Yeah. And the other thing is probably in terms of proportion to the space. I mean, if you have a wall that you want to fill up with, you may have to make sure that the proportion is right. Sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming, yeah. Whether it's vertical or horizontal, yeah. So that's one of the things. But I guess most people they're not really too choosy about that. And again, it's all up to their own personal interpretation.
Right. So it would be. I mean, you will offer the professional advice.
Yeah.
When they come by and they tell you they want a piece like this, if they want to tailor make something.
Yeah.
And what would you require for them to actually show you their interior, perhaps, or would you go over there and look at it, depending on the piece?
Normally, they would come to our gallery.
Okay.
Yeah, they would come to our gallery, and we would inquire, the dimensions of the space. Yeah, and we would know basically what piece to recommend to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a buffer, there's a give and take over there. So normally they're okay with it. Yeah.
Right.
Unless these are specially commissioned pieces, then we really need to do a site visit. We need to plan properly.
Right.
Yeah.
So you would do that for them also as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And otherwise, just bring a picture of a photograph of where they want to put it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that could help you a bit, isn't
Or even
it?
a representation of the product, the end product that they want.
Oh.
Yeah, we can look into it and work with our artists. Yeah.
Right. Do you do something like 3D on the computers first and all that
No,
to
we
show
don't
them?
do
No.
it.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
That's another branch of art.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, for first-time buyers, what should they consider when choosing a Jauhari piece?
Again, without going to the gallery, consider going to the gallery.
Okay. First things first.
Appreciate it first. Yeah, appreciate it first. Don't think about buying or anything like that. You need to appreciate the finesse in the art, in order to later envision where you would want to have the piece. We have plenty now, and right now this is the latest. You would say this is an entry level piece, but
is that?
yeah, this is basically the seal of the prophet.
Okay.
Yeah, the seal of the prophet, and in its correspondence. Yeah. So, and it's on metal. We've got wood carving here. So this will make a great corporate gift. You've got gifts for corporate customers, right? This could be one of them. Apart from the paintings, the large format, we did have one the other day for an event that was supposed to be this weekend, but it was cancelled because of the
ASEAN Summit?
the ASEAN Summit. So it was supposed to be a gift for the guest of honor. So now the event has been postponed to next year.
Right.
So no worries. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So if you're looking for something to buy for the guests at the ASEAN Summit, it's a good place. Jauhari.
Yeah,
That's what
definitely.
you want to look at.
Definitely.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Has any client shared a story of how your art changed the feel of their home?
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
There's plenty of that.
I'm sure that seal would definitely change the feel.
There's plenty of that actually on our YouTube channel.
Yeah?
Yeah. So just go to YouTube and click Gallery Jauhari. You'll find it.
And people talking about it.
Yeah. People talking about it.
Right.
Yeah. Personally, again, my own personal experience is I feel a sense of I wouldn't say it. Okay, ethereal is probably one word, but I get grounded by reading those verses. Yeah, it tells me not to go astray. Yeah, so that's the effect that it has on me. And of course, in when it occupies an entire wall, you feel honored. You feel honored.
Yeah.
You're quite well, to say protected. I don't know, but you feel you're closer to your creator.
Right. And it's very tastefully done, so
Yeah.
so that matters also as well, yeah?
Right.
You've got something that's nice to
Correct.
look at, like,
Yeah.
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 Do you find yourself staring at the art pieces for hours sometimes?
Well, I have done that not for hours, but for long periods sometimes. And especially with the 99 names of Allah. There is one piece at my home, which was actually by another artist. It was a freehand, a multicolored piece. So I don't know if you managed to see my Facebook and Instagram. I have it there as well. So,
Right.
But I do that. I do that sometimes, and I guess I'm not alone. There are probably others as well who marvel at the sight of these pieces.
That's nice, isn't it?
Sorry?
That's a nice feeling, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, what about what's next for Jauhari? Any new collections or exciting plans ahead? You're busy bodies,
Well, now that you've asked,
Yeah.
the current collection that we're trying to promote to the market right now is our clay art together with our metal, clay and metal art, and also and on wooden art. Okay, this is all
Alright.
laser cut.
Yes.
The wood is laser cut, and we are basically looking at also elevating Jauhari to the next level, whereby we're not just Islamic calligraphy, but we're talking about Malaysian contemporary art as well. So that covers a bigger genre, and I think again, this is where we would like to have more people of different races and faith come to our outlets and be able to appreciate what we have to offer.
Right. That's so nice. Okay, I really wish the best for you, yeah?
Yep,
And
thank you.
what message would you like to share with our listeners who appreciate Islamic art?
Okay. First of all, you can come from any different faith. It doesn't matter. Come to Jauhari. We do not only have Islamic calligraphy. We have paintings as well. Sceneries and whatnot. And take a look and get a feel for them. And just talk to us about if you have any requirements on framing, probably your heirloom, for example, if you found it in the attic somewhere. I have plenty of that, as a matter of fact.
Right.
Yeah? But I didn't know it was there.
Right.
And
I just found my SPM cert. Okay, go
was
on.
that what 1,000 years ago?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all that can be done as well.
It can be done, and just go to our website and connect with us on our WhatsApp,
Yep.
jauhari.com.my, and just mention TRAXXfm.
Right.
We know where you heard us, so that we will be able to build a funnel.
Right. Come
Yeah.
on, folks. Go there. Go
Yeah.
there right now. Mention TRAXXfm and you'll be getting a special, right,
Yeah.
from Jauhari Art.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
And
Yeah.
and you'll be able to do that. All right. And what else do you want to let our listeners know? What else is important for them to know? Where they can find out more? Just get online and just
Yeah.
look for jauhari.com.
Yeah, jauhari.com, and you can go to our link tree. Anyway, if you just Google Jauhari Arts, Jauhari, you'll find it.
Right.
And if you do find our link tree, you'll find all the social media handles there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. And besides that, you're also getting into farming, which you should come back one of these days and chit chat with us about that.
Oh, sure, I'll be happy to.
Right.
We're talking about food security, and we're talking about something on the likes of from the farm to the table.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're talking about food that's safe.
Correct.
Safe for consumption and
Safe for
food that's
consumption,
yeah.
and you know that we have the resources here, we have the talent. It's just that we probably have not really gone to the very ends to actually be able to come up with the solutions that we
Right.
need. Because why? You've got so many cheap substitutes. But in the end, if you see a lot of people having cancer and whatnot, you tend to question why, right?
You should be questioning.
You
Yeah.
should be questioning. So I feel obligated to do something about it, and I'm one of those guys who just can't sit down quietly. You know?
Right. How many hours in a day do you have?
34.
Seems to be. It seems to be. Mr.
Yeah,
Jauhari.
yeah.
Mr. Jauhari over here in the studios. Mr. Ahmad Jeffrey, marketing director for Jauhari. And it's been an absolute pleasure, sir.
Pleasure is mine.
I look forward to the next time around. We can chit-chat again. And I look forward to seeing your art pieces going all over the country and all over the world.
Thank you so much.
And
thank you
yeah,
so much.
thank you. On
Yeah.
behalf of Zam, on behalf of bosses and producers and everybody here at TRAXXfm, we thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. We hope to see you at our gallery. And if you do come across me, just say hi, Joe. I heard you yesterday.
Hi, Joe. Yeah. and don't forget that special that he's talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exclusively for TRAXXfm listeners.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Take care.